live. Now from Central Oregon's news leader, this is Beyond the Score with Dylan Anderman, presented by Central Tire.
Hello, Central Oregon, and welcome to Beyond the Score. We have some impressive athletes here on the high desert, whether it's on the field or in the gym or even somewhere in the outdoors. The athletes continue to impress each and every day. That includes 3 athletes who are defying the odds every day.
There's multiple factors of why, but I would say I love being in nature, I love traveling, and I love the community. So to be out there with my friends and have an excuse to train or like a goal to work towards, I love that, all aspects of it.
Adapted. That's the name of a new documentary highlighting 3 local athletes with spinal cord injuries who continue to chase their passion for outdoor sports.
So when people see this film, I think they're going to feel really high on life. I think they're going to feel really good about who human beings are and like who they are as part of this collective that we are. And I think that a lot of people will feel inspired at the end of the film. And what I want people to do is to take that feeling and translate it into some type of action. Find something that is passionate and important in your life and take that feeling and put it into something. Because without that, it just dissipates back into everything.
The film premiered this past week at the Tower Theater in Bend and follows Anna Sowens, Josh Hancock, and Danielle Delling. From summiting Mount Baker to rafting the Salmon River and hand cycling Utah's White Rim Trail, all 3 athletes take on incredible challenges with the support of friends and specialized adaptive equipment.
Well, suddenly you're finding yourself in a wheelchair and you're kind of confined to pavement, so it's great to get tools like the hand cycle to get you back into nature on trails and stuff, and they make these amazing machines now that can get you into the wilderness. I
think that was the key thing was realizing that I was still me. And that I could continue to do the types of things that I did. I just had to find a way to do it in this body. And so whitewater rafting is like, well, you're sitting already and you're holding oars, you're holding a paddle. It's like, I can do all of these things. So like, this is a sport that I have to pursue.
Each athlete sustained their spinal cord injury in a severe climbing accident, but they all found a new path forward through Oregon Adaptive Sports right here in Bend.
Oregon Adaptive Sports has been like a huge part of my recovery, so I was told by my surgeon that I could sit ski 6 months after my injury, and I was out there on the day. Oregon Adaptive Sports took me skiing and got me out like looking at the sisters and Broken Top and feeling the wind in my face, and it just like, it gives you that drive to keep getting up every day.
Behind the film is director Paul Bikes, who says the idea came from supporting his mom.
This kind of started after I graduated college, and I actually moved home to help with my mom, who was in hospice at the time. And I was helping her get outside. We were going on hikes. You know, a big part of what I love in life is connecting to the outdoors. And I wanted to share that with my mom when I was home with her, and so we started doing hikes in our backyard, and we eventually got her involved with an adaptive sports program in town and got her back on skis and even mountain biking. And at that same time, I met a guy named Hawkeye who introduced me to Josh, Anna, and Danielle.
After 7 years of work, the project finally came to life.
You know, I kind of opened up the conversation and was like, man, it felt like there was a message that needed to be told about how getting back outside is important to all of us, to our healing, and you know, maybe we can weave that into a film, because, you know, and what more powerful way to say that the outdoors are important than, you know, showing people who almost lost it and fought against all odds to get back out there.
The documentary doesn't just showcase their ability, it challenges expectations, redefines limits, and delivers a story that stays with you long after the credits roll.
I want people to take away that life is still good, even if you have a life-altering injury, so people with disabilities can be inspired to keep going, and then even if you don't have an injury, just to realize what disabled people can do and how life is still joyful.
Well, in terms of outdoor sport, it's honestly just to have fun. I mean, it's the most selfish thing I do is to go out and go skiing or mountain biking or rafting. Like, this is just what I do for me because it makes me happy. But in terms of life more generally, I mean, I think we're all here to love each other. We're all here to support each other. We're here to listen to each other. And we're here to teach each other. And so I hope that this film can be part of that conversation for everyone who gets to watch it.
The documentary has 2 more showings, one in Portland on the 30th and in Washington, D.C. on May 16th. For more information, visit their social media or website at ADAPETD, the film. The talent runs strong on the softball field in Central Oregon as well. The Mountain View Cougars are off to a historic start and are ready for the challenges ahead.
The Mountain View softball team is ranked 10th in the state and off to a strong 12-2 start this season.
I think all of us, we're pretty young, but all of us are very, versatile and just can play anywhere. And I think that's super helpful, and all of us can hit, and I think that's very impactful to our team.
What's special about this team is their bond. They're growing together. They've been playing together and trusting each other and starting to grow through some of that stuff. We've been working really hard, and they're seeing the effects of what it means to put together good teamwork.
A big reason why, junior Cadence Kennedy, who's been lights out for the Cougs at the plate.
I just see ball, hit ball. I don't overcomplicate it. I just swing when the ball looks good, and it works out. So, yeah.
The only 2 losses both came against league rivals Ridgeview and Caldera, but Mountain View is eager for another shot to even the score.
We've definitely been focusing on what we need to work on, and just the little things, cleaning up those, and hopefully getting them the next time around.
It's going to take discipline. A lot of the things that kind of put us out of those games are the small things. So making sure that we're fine-tuned and show up the way that we know we can.
It doesn't hurt to have a strong presence in the circle either. They have 2 standout pitchers, including Blair Ekman.
It's really good to have people behind me that I know trust me and back me up on defense. So it's just a lot of fun being in there when I know I have those girls behind me.
With 1 round of league play complete and 2 still ahead, the Cougs are right where they want to be, in the hunt and waiting for their moment.
Yeah, we just focus on the things that we want to work on and do the little things right, and just encourage each other always, and look to get them the next game.
We all need to work together, and we're doing pretty good at that right now. And yeah, we just need to focus.
The Mountain View Cougars play their next game this Tuesday at Bend High. They have a rematch with Ridgeview on Wednesday.